Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. May 4th, 2026. May the 4th be with you. We're going to take a quick look, another quick video as price action still holds up, and we're looking for just a little bit higher levels. The market gave us a little bit of information here today in the lower time frame, so that's why we do these videos each and every day. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And now we can sort of break down where this next move might go, and continue to be cautious up here. But I still think we're closer to the top than we may have thought on Friday after this move today. So we'll see. I'll show you the two main scenarios that I'm looking at. So we're doing this intraday just before 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get these videos intraday, consider becoming a YouTube supporter. It's $3 a month. And if you want to get more in-depth videos, it's $10 a month. And you can go to Patreon's $90 for a year if you want to save some dollars. Okay, so somebody mentioned, they commented, well, what does the Discord come with? I showed on Thursday's video if you want more details. But comes with the cheddar flow data. There's some really good traders in there charting and explaining what's happening. And so that's such a great value for such little money, in my opinion. And I really appreciate everybody that's in there volunteering to do their work and show what they have. Okay, so let's jump into it. We have the breadth of the market is still weak. As a matter of fact, it's getting weaker underneath the hood. We're now below 50% of stocks in the S&P 500 that are over their 100-day moving average, and the rest are just kind of floating around that 50%. So nothing's improved. As a matter of fact, it's gotten a little worse. Today, we're a little bit weak in the market. We've seen that with some of the red that's showing up here. But, these are some cracks in the market, but I still think we're going to float a little bit higher. Trend shows a little bit more volume in the in the advancing stocks in the NYC. So NYSE, and then nothing really to explain on the put to call. They're still around that neutral point. Okay, so with that said, here's this megaphone thing that we're watching here. No need to really focus in on that. Here's where we left off. Okay, so what happened today? All right, we saw this is our first target here, 71.88. Today we came to back test it. Okay. This is what I keep talking about over and over. Classic trading patterns. We got to it, rejected, got over it, and back tested to confirm the move higher. Today, I do think we may have a doji candle, but I think this is going to be a red day. Tomorrow, we should see some follow through higher, and we have some minor levels that we talked about with members and that we should go to. So not a whole lot to look here. We have the moving averages, the 8 EMA. If you didn't have this level here, you would just see that you tested the 8 EMA. And so these arrows here, that's what I keep using, these arrows to explain when we do reverse, what that should look like. And then the lower time frame I was talking about, if you're new here, then I've shown these same kind of arrows to the downside as we did to the upside, what the classic trading pattern should look like. So you do, in the very short term, have a setup here to go higher. In the future, when we do start to reverse, that's why I have these arrows here. You break down, you back test, you head lower. That classic trading patterns. Okay, I'll go through it again a little bit more, probably tomorrow in a little bit more detail. But let's just look at some of these indicators. Here's the RSI with negative divergence as the market creeps higher. Same thing, slow stoke. Trying to put in that sell signal, but again, we're just kind of creeping a little bit higher. We're at the upper boundary. We have the conditions for reversal. Okay, so why do I think we're going higher? I just think the structure is incomplete, and I think we have a little bit higher to go. Tesla is telling us we need to go higher. I think Nvidia may have topped, but it is likely to bounce from this point. And we talked about that in the Discord and on a video earlier today. So we have our McClellan oscillator. This is going to show the breadth of the market. It's getting weaker as the market goes a little bit higher. We're getting weaker here. That's a sign of distribution. Bollinger Band, we're not quite there yet. Let's see if we can come up here and touch that Bollinger Band at 73.67. All right, remember that number, 73.67. We have our DMARC. We're at a 7 and a 10 count here, no setup yet. Perhaps we'll get our 9 count and then look for a reversal. 9.13, it could. The oscillator starting to decline. Okay, let's view the VIX and look at some of this timing here. So the VIX may have bottomed. All right, I didn't really, that was the last day for our cycle low on Friday. Okay, so it's kind of surprising to me that would be the low on a Friday, but it doesn't really matter because I don't think the top came into the market. I think it's diverging here now. I think the VIX is starting to diverge to the upside while the market's going higher. If not, while that market goes higher and this does start to come down, then we have another topping, or I should say bottoming on the VIX, but topping for the market around 514 on one of my, yeah, that's 5. It says 513 here. So either way, next week we should have another bottom, and so we don't know if this is going to get a lower low or a higher low. Rips and Dips in the Discord said he thinks it's going to be a higher low. I concur. It does appear that way now since we have this move over the 17 support, rejected off of the 19 resistance, and we'll probably get a higher low somewhere around here. Maybe close that gap right there. All right, going into next week. So that's our timing, and let's go to SPY. And let's kind of explain some of the structure here on the 65-minute, and then we'll end off the video. So here's where we left off with the overall market. We had that 1-2 setup here. I still think that's the case. We can get rid of that. And earlier, let me change this. Here's our VIX cycle low, our next period. Now, earlier, we talked in the Discord, this was a 1-2 setup, and I still think this is a wave 3. And we got the crossover from wave 4 over wave 1. So to me, this is going to be an ending diagonal. You could try to do a traditional way of lining up wave 1 into 3 and forming a channel here for wave 2 into 4, and look for a wave 5 to maybe connect with the upper edge of the candle. And that's about 630, 631, and we had that targeted earlier in the Discord no matter what. So the big question is, will that be it? All right. Will that be it? Done? Top? Or is this a more bullish scenario? We have a 1-2, 1-2, and we still need to get wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And we go hit those upper targets that we've talked about previously. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking out for. We're going to keep it simple. I think with the divergences is that we're going to top here. But we have to know that if we start to get above this channel, then we know where we're going after that. Moving averages. Getting tight right here. I think we're going to hold this channel. We'll continue to get on top of it. So we're holding the 20, which is a trend. We have to get back above that 8, which is the momentum. The RSI, this is going to be very important. Okay, the RSI, we should, when we top up here at the channel top, we should have another divergence here in the near term. That's what we'll be looking for. Now the slow stochastic, we got a bull cross here. I want to see this cycle higher as price makes a new high. All right, and we're getting a little bit of some downside here, but we want to see this cross back to the upside, maybe hit that upper boundary there, or form another lower high in the near term, okay, as we lose momentum. Bollinger Band, there you go. We should push on top of that band, get back to overbought, and look for that setup. No setup now. Money flow, we'll look for the same thing, divergence. We'll look for distribution coming up here soon as price makes a new high. And so I speak of conviction, right? Well, you know, this is a three-wave move. So I'm just not convinced that this can go any lower at this point. Yeah, you know, it could go just a little bit lower, but I don't think we'll start breaking any sort of lows here unless, and if we break this low, what that would say to me is, no, I don't think this is an expanded flat where you get an A, B, C. I don't think so. But you would have to have a 1, 2, 1, 2, and all of this be a 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay? And you still need one more high, really. So either way you look at it, you still need one more high. I think this structure is incomplete. I just can't fit a move where this is done. DMARC. Oh, we had the 8. The 8 count was the high, but then we had the 9 count right after it. That gave us the correction. All right, that was the end of the day Friday. Or was that Thursday? Yeah, that was Friday. So that was the beginning of the day on Friday. And then price fell from there, and we dropped just a little bit more today. Elliott oscillator. So, you know, just a nice setup there. So we're making a lower high here once again. And in this near term on the Elliott oscillator, we're going to look for another reference here for a lower high. And what that will say is going into a higher degree, wave 3, into 5. And right here, this will be on a lower degree, wave 3. We should get a lower high for wave 5. Okay, that's so we'll check that out again. Coming up in the next few days, we'll obviously check it again tomorrow and see where we're at. Okay, so looking at the VIX on the 65, and we'll go ahead and end this short and sweet. Here it is. Here's our bullish falling wedge. We're forming it. Made a new low here. Is it possible? Yeah, we could make a slight new low to fill out this wedge a little bit more. But again, this could just fill the gap here and make a higher low. And while SPX makes one more higher high, that would be a divergence between these two. All right, and we'll look for our breakout at some point. Okay, let's keep it simple, you guys. Just hold on tight, and we'll look to start shorting the market pretty soon here, I would say, going into next week. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the Discord. Have a wonderful day.